For NZB, we are here in Christchurch for their two-day sale starting the 20th and 21st. Todd Anderson, I'll get you to take one step. I don't want you out of the thing. From Taffy Limited joins me. First of all, mate, welcome.
Thanks very much for having us.
Good drafty young horses you got here, but isn't it exciting to have the sales back every year? I reckon they're great. They've got a great feel to them. There's so much fun to be had here at these sort of sales.
Well, and at the moment, Intane coming on as a partner with the TAB. If you've been in the industry till now, we've got to look forward because it's going to get even better and exciting. We've got to get on the wave. So, no, there's some really exciting stuff going forward, so I think it's the time to be involved.
Just quickly, like I know you wear another hat and we don't want to get into that, we're here to sell horses and all the rest, but that was a lot of the comments from so many trainers. Mark Jones, he would just go back and watch his interview. He's passionate, he wants us to grow. He can be an outspoken man from when he wants to be, Mark does. He can just see this as just such a positive step for the industry. I mean, he put his hand in his pocket, well he didn't, one of his owners did, and backed up what he said, but it's so good for the whole industry.
Well, it is, and I mean, every industry's got its challenges, and we have had a few challenges, but you know, a wise man once said to me, a good soldier never looks back, so we need to concentrate on going forward, being positive collectively as a group. You know, like there are enough challenges out there without eating ourselves up internally, so I think we really need to pull together now, and there are going to be some changes probably that some might not enjoy, but let's get behind it, support them, and have a crack.
Want to wake up a good standardbred, you put a set of block blinkers on them. Don't look back, just go forward. That's all we need. You have 11 yearlings going through the sale, 11 colts. A little bit of a sexist comment, is it that way? But it's just the way it worked out this year with the way the foals all came out?
Yeah, obviously this last crop's been a bit more balanced, but the previous two have been heavily weighted to the colts. And we're very lucky to have them with Laura Smith. She does an amazing job from breeding the mares right through to preparing them. So. Is
that good when you... I'd imagine after a while you're going, yeah, better's the white colt, yes, the better's... After a while do you think, geez, wouldn't mind a filly or two just to keep these families rolling along?
Well, yeah, like there are a couple of mares that have done a very nice job, and a filly would probably be, dare I say it, maybe even more valuable than a colt once they've got to that stage. So, but anyway, I mean, that's nature and you roll with it, so we're very lucky to have the draft that we've got.
Would we say 4 betters to light colts, some beautifully bred horses there, and 3 treacheresses. They sold sensationally yesterday. Yeah,
the captains went really strong, and understandably, like, I mean, betters to light super sire, but now his daughters are really going to step up, and that's probably they're going to supersede him, to be fair, and captain seems to be the cross that's going over, and yeah, so from our point of view, we're really lucky. We've got 3 captain colts, we've got 2 reasonably early up in the sale, but they're actually out of full sisters, so they're by a captain out of Delight in Me. She was 3 times Group 1 placed, and then Dream on Me, which is a full sister, and they're out of Splendid Dreams. Yep. So Full to Dream About Me, Hands Christian Me, but excuse me. So it's a pretty dominant sort of family, and we're lucky we've got a couple of nice articles.
It is indeed. You got one better to light there out of the Orange Agent. I mean, last year was well and truly sought after. You must be super excited about him.
Yeah, we are. Like, I mean, he is probably thrown a wee bit more to the betters. He's not overly big, but he is almost a December foal, and he's starting to go up in the rear end again now, so he'll growing. So, he's going to continue to grow from now, and he's a very nice balanced type. So,
I had to look in there. It's Supersonic Miss. I knew there was another one, a horse that raced in Australia. A lot of the Aussie horses would have known.
Yes, well, she was a very good filly here, and then when she went to Australia, she did well. But it's obviously an Australian family, another nice family. So it's when you go to auction, it's up. It doesn't matter what we think in the end, does it? So hopefully they're going to be received well.
No, the interesting thing, look, I talk to a lot of people. Some people go on type, some people go on pedigree, some people go on pedigree and type. Everyone has their own little idiosyncrasies, and I think that's one of the things, like you said there before. One of them, 3 of the betters obviously might be a little bit on the small side, but that doesn't matter. Some people love the small ones because they've only had good small ones. Other people love the big ones because they've only had good big ones, and that's the beauty, I suppose, of your draft. By the sounds, you've got a good variety of horses and good variety of types by the sounds.
Well, for sure. From a better's point of view, we've got a lovely colt by betters out of Safedra, who's done a lovely job, and then also we've got a really nice, stunning colt out of Art Major Mere Platinum, who's the daughter of DeLovely. Yep. Obviously 6-time Group 1 winner there, and so obviously goes back to the Catch Away family for the Australian viewers and that sort of thing. So hopefully there's something for everybody.
You've got a couple of trotters there too. That's what I was just looking up then. Creatine?
Sorry, we've got a fast. We bought a mare called Girls on Film, which is a Muscle Hill out of Rugal Vola, very nice family, and she was already in foal to past 7 when we bought her. Yep. Obviously a full brother of Father Patrick. Yep. The first one out of her by Father Patrick ran second in the Oaks this year, so nice there, and he's a lovely colt.
Yeah.
So not many of them built. But
What is the horse girls on film? I should know it. I just can't think of
Girls
their
on
name.
Hills, she's a Muscle Hill daughter out.
No, what's the foal out of that mare though? Okay, the one that ran third in the Derby.
Oh, Lady Lani, I think it is.
Yeah.
It was trained by Dave McGowan at the time.
Yeah.
So it was a nice run to come home and do that.
And the past even sold beautifully in Queensland. There was a filly there went for $35,000. So I mean,
Right.
people they like him. As you said, he's a very, very well bred horse. And he's a funny horse. Anyone wondering what happened to him? You look at his career and all the rest. Unfortunately, he was proceeds of drugs. I mean, nothing wrong. The horse never tested positive. There was no black mark. It was actually the people that actually owned him at the time. And it just, unfortunately, just left the stallion, sort of left in the wilderness for a couple of years, which is very unfortunate for him. But he's a beautiful horse. I've had a lot to do with him through Kath McIntosh and Lower Long Farms, and he is a lovely horse. I can highly recommend him as a gentleman of a horse. He's outstanding.
Well, he is a lovely colt himself, and I suppose the father Patrick Muscle Hill cross here seems to be statistically phenomenally successful. So it's the same blood, the Cantab Hall coming over the Muscle Hill. So yeah, hopefully he'll be well received. And then we've got another 6-pack, the only 6-pack in the sale.
That's where I got the creatine wrong. It was a 6-pack.
Yeah, 6-pack, yeah. So 6-pack out of a mare called San Diego Love, which is a nice old New Zealand family, Kai Valley Road.
Yep.
So was a good horse out of it, and she sold a tactical landing last year for $100,000 to Tony Hurley, underpinned by Barry Purdon. So it's always nice when you get a couple of judges on them. And he's a very athletic, nice type, and there's not going to be many of them for whatever reason, but not many stallions go or trotters go 149 at 3. So hopefully he can go all right.
You enjoy the trotters?
It's a smaller part of it, but I do enjoy the gate. I think that there's it offers a variety of what you're watching, and I'm not one way or the other, but I mean we're predominantly paces for all that, I suppose, to be fair. It's a bigger market, so you've got to look at that when we're a commercial breeder. Yeah, I know. I think people need to be aware too, though. Like, I mean, last year, there was a lot said about having the trotters and they don't work and all the rest. The Tab Trot now coming out to Cambridge, plenty of money going on. There's good races in Australia as well, more and more money going into them. And for our game to grow, it is the easiest thing. I mean, Duncan McPherson and all the guys, they're at fastest growing herd population. It has to be, because it's so small that it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you talk about derbies over here. There's derbies getting run everywhere now. The prize money is increasing all the time. Like, it is the growth area, and overnight someone's going to go, wow, glad I got into these trotters. Well, and rightly or wrongly, sometimes the entry price is a wee bit less, but there are a lot of opportunities for them actually. I mean, the stakes still need to continue to lift, which is one thing, but no, the fillies can quite often, as I said, she raced in the Oaks, and then the Sunny sisters actually went and won the Derby the next time. So no, a good trotter's a good trotter, isn't it? So I mean, look what happened over in Australia. Just believe he set out a call. What is it? Call Me the Breeze.
Call Me the Breeze.
Call Me the Breeze, set outside him in one. So, I mean, if we get a few of those horses turning up at Trot's night on the Grins night or whatever, it's going to be pretty exciting. Yeah, no, it is. Well, they're both coming. Both those two horses, and Queen Alita, she won again the other day. Us Aussies, we're claiming her, even though she might be a Kiwi, trained by a Kiwi, owned by the Kiwis. It's all right, I'm claiming her as an Aussie horse, but it's okay. And it is definitely going to be a lot of fun. And it's what we want to do. We want to be able to promote this sport and get a little bit upbeat about it. We need people to be upbeat, and because it is a great sport. Well, we do. And we don't sell it probably well enough ourselves as an industry. No, we don't. And, it's sort of obviously just on the sales, but I mean, there's some really good bonuses for extra win bonus for 2-year-olds and to the breeder. And, obviously it's just been worked through there a wee bit, that basically if you can only win one. So if you line up in a race and you run second because the winner's already won, you get your bonus. Yep. And if there's not 5 starters to get those races off the ground, they'll run against maiden 3-year-olds or something like that, and if they're the first 2-year-old home, they get the bonus. So we just need to get the 2-year-olds out there and running, and then provide opportunities for them and create more product, because in the end we have to create more product to generate more revenue to grow. The bonuses themselves are outstanding. The flexibility in everyone that's trying to work there, because initially it was 2-year-old bonus, 2-year-olds only. If there weren't enough to make a field or bad, like you didn't get it, everyone's automatically, with just a month and a half into the season, people say, right, this has got to change it, and away it goes, and give people that chance. And great that they change it before the sales, gives so much more positivity as well. Well, I think so, and that's going to be the attitude in terms of there are going to be things out there that people say, let's give it a go, and if it doesn't quite work, they'll be tweaked. So, but just be positive. Yeah. That's the main thing. Yeah, absolutely. Todd, thank you. Good luck. 11 very well-bred colts, which is quite an oddity, but as long as everyone's on the colts and not the fillies this year, you should have a good sale. Thank you very much. Thanks, mate. Cheers.